My name is Claudia Nicolai and I'm the Academic Director of the HPI School of Design Thinking in Potsdam, Germany. And I'm more than delighted to having had the chance to work with Miriam and David and Gordon, not just for the preparation for that online session, but also for the GCC that's going to take place in Ghana. If you have watched, and if you haven't, I can highly recommend Miriam's and David's video. You already have learned a lot about what does it mean to co-create in a team. And Gordon actually shared with you what does it actually mean to co-create with your users and to gain empathy for them. And now I want to extend actually our conversation to another important stakeholder, that's actually your partner. I'd like to talk a little bit in that session about why it also makes sense not just to co-create with your users within your team, but also with your partner. What you should take into consideration while preparing for your work with a partner in Ghana, and how you also actually can achieve some creative, inspirational, but also outstanding project work with your partner. So first of all, about the why. So actually, if you just come up with creative ideas for any given problem, you would also love to see, at least this is what I would, to make an impact. And in order to be able to make an impact, you want to also create a solution that somebody, hopefully all relevant stakeholders, can't wait to implement. So therefore it makes also sense to actually start working on a real problem with the involved parties, the stakeholders, and of course a project partner. The second reason why it's important, it's also that you can use your partner as a relevant source of information and knowledge. While having close conversations with them, you will understand better how they see the problem, also what they have been trying out in the past, where they see their limitations in terms of resources, in terms of any other thing that you can think about. But you can also tap into their knowledge and their understanding about what they already know about the users, so what they have been experiencing so far. So practically, why do we co-create with a partner? We actually also want to gain empathy for them, together with them. And that's already the part of what you should take into considerations, because there also can be, from time to time, some pitfalls. Once you start working too close together with a partner, you may fall into the trap of being just driven by constraints. Limited resources, the answer of, we tried this already, it doesn't work, no, no, no. So negative and narrow thinking can come into play if you really would take everything a partner will mention to you as a given state of fact. However, there are also a lot of gain points that you will have while working together closely with a partner. And that's actually that you have the unique chance to involve somebody and integrate somebody into your creative, innovative, human-centered process that will be also an important party to implement your solution. So therefore, having that integration and having a good partner relationship will later on help your partner also to better understand your idea, but also to take on the idea more easily in terms of implementing it into the real world. So some of the learnings from the many projects we already did here at D-School about ideas or recommendation, what you should take into consideration while working with your partner. So my actually recommendation is try to find a right balance between being very close and very distant to your partner. If you are too close, it will be difficult for you to challenge your partner to come up with crazy ideas. If you are too distant, he will never understand the craziness of your idea in terms of seeing what's actually in there in terms of implementation. So try to find a good balance of having a close but also at the same distant relationship to your partner. And that also means trying to find a good balance between having a too narrowed focus within your project compared to a very broad one. And I heavily recommend you throughout those 2 days, play around with that one. how actually can you play around with that with your partner? So for example, change roles. You're gonna be in a team, you're gonna be with a partner. What if you would just like change perspectives and become the partner for a given amount of time? And he becomes the team that is going to consult him. I think that's going to be really helpful, not just as an activity with regard to gaining empathy for another perspective, but also will help to create what we're looking for, a mutual relationship. So the recommendation I also want to share with you is don't think about your partner as being a client that has to be served. Think about a partner institution as somebody who has a problem and needs your help, and try to establish a mutual relationship. Last but not least, working with a partner can also be a lot of fun. So don't take everything too serious. Instead, take fun seriously and enjoy the time you will have in Ghana while working in your teams with your partner on a relevant challenge. Thank you.